Of people flying from different states coming in to my office to quit smoking. If there's one thing that I know how to do really, really well, is helping smokers give that bad habit up. I was once a smoker and I was able to quit using the techniques that I'm about to share with you. So let's go to the basics, okay? The fundamentals of why is smoking such an addictive habit, okay? Now, if we look here, let's imagine this is your brain, your conscious mind, right? Now, your conscious mind, we all know, does not control our emotions and our habits. So the first mistake that people do, they try to quit smoking cold turkey. What they don't realize is your friend might have quit smoking using the cold turkey route, and you will try to do it too. But the mistake that we do is we forget that about 20% of the entire population, 20% of the population are what we call somnambulists. A somnambulist is someone who is naturally gifted to tap into the conscious mind without any difficulties. Okay, so everyone else is here on a conscious level, and to get into the subconscious level, you need a few techniques such as deep relaxation, meditation, deep meditation, hypnosis, and all these other holistic ways to get into the subconscious mind. So let's call this the subconscious mind, right? Now, the 20% is somnambulist. This is what happens. Naturally, they can access the subconscious mind easily without any difficulties. It's just who they are. They're created like that. An example will be someone that sleep walks or sleep talks. And I know this guy who can literally fall asleep. He'll wake up in his dirty living room, or his messed up living room will be all clean, and he has no idea what happened. So his wife bought a camera, and they realized that in the middle of the night he wakes up and he cleans around, and he doesn't have any recollection whatsoever. Okay, clearly he's a somnambulist because he can tap into the subconscious mind and make things happen without any conscious effort. So if you keep hearing cold turkey, cold turkey, cold turkey, someone is quitting cold turkey and there's a sex for you, you're like, I want to do it too. Well, if you're not part of the 20%, you're just stressing yourself out. You think you suck. It affects your self-esteem. Okay, so if you're trying to quit cold turkey and it's not working, just understand that the friend or the story that you heard about someone who was able to quit cold turkey, that person, chances of them being a somnambulist, being part of the 20%, is very, very high, because it's been proven, and there are facts that says that for an average person to quit smoking cold turkey, they got to go at least 5 different times to try and quit. And chances of them even quitting is 13%. So it tells you how difficult it is to try and quit cold turkey, because what's happening is our conscious mind does not control our habits. The habit is controlled in the subconscious mind. So we have the subconscious mind, right? And the first thing it does, it controls our habits. And as you know, one of the triggers for smoking is habits. Well, let me just list the triggers quickly. We have stimulation, we have physical addiction, we have handling, we have habits, tension, which is the 5th one, relaxation, and enjoyment. So 6 different triggers. Which one do you fall under? You got to figure out what your weak point is. Is it relaxation and enjoyment? Do you enjoy smoking? Or do you smoke when you're tensed up and when you feel anxious? Or do you just like smoking? There's no reason, you just enjoy it. If that's the case, it's a habitual thing that you're doing. Is it that you like fidgeting and handling and stuff like that? If that's the case, that's your trigger. Or is it just a physical addiction? There is someone who say, I need to smoke right now. I am literally shivering. I need to smoke. I need to smoke. I need to smoke. Okay? Or is it just stimulation? Are you just bored and you're trying to stimulate yourself either mentally or like physically? Okay? So once you know what your triggers are, I can show you all the triggers end up in the subconscious mind. Okay? Fidgeting is a subconscious trigger that happens, habits right here. So if you're a smoker and you're trying to quit, your best bet is not to go cold turkey. Okay, so cold turkey is out. because you're going to end up stressing yourself. And the funny thing is, people that try quit and cold turkey, they end up getting really bitchy, and they end up getting anxious and on edge and upset and frustrated because their body is going through the withdrawal symptoms. And it's not fun. It's not fun. That is the hard way to go. The easier way to go is to dive right here and cancel out that cigarette. Let's see this as a cigarette, okay? The easy way is to come in here and rule this out. Disassociate yourself as a smoker. And the easiest way so far is by using hypnosis. Why? Because it comes in here. It changes whatever programming or image or belief that you have about yourself, whatever habits, whatever triggers that you have, it comes in here and it cancels it out. And the funny thing is, or the amazing thing is, once you quit here, your body does not go through the withdrawal symptoms. I have helped hundreds and hundreds of people quit smoking. And never have I heard someone saying, oh, I am bitchy, oh, I am thirsty, I am anxious, I am focusing my mind on something else, such as eating, or I'm getting weight. It doesn't happen here. Why? Because once we change the image and once we make you realize that, hey, look, we are no longer a non-smoker. The mind says, okay, how should we behave, right? Because think about it. A non-smoker like myself, I don't wake up thinking about cigarette. I don't wake up thinking about, oh, what is going to be my next smoking session? No, I don't. You, perhaps if you've never done any kind of drugs before, you don't wake up saying, oh, I have to go call my drug dealer and buy my next stash or whatever. You don't do that because you're just not a drug user. So you don't behave like a drug user. So the same thing happens here. Once we kick the smoking triggers or habits in the subconscious mind, your mind does not behave like that of a smoker. A smoker knows, oh, my lighter is running out. I need more cigarettes. I need to go for a walk and smoke. I need to drink and smoke. That is what their mind plays because they associate themselves as a smoker, so they do just that. But as non-smokers, we don't say, oh, let me wake up and think about cigarette. No, because in here, there's no room for that. Okay, so this is how you can literally affect change by tackling the triggers in here. Okay, so the triggers are all here. The conscious mind, it only does 4 things. The first one is your rational mind. And that is what tells you, oh, I smoke because it helps me calm myself down. I had one lady come in here and she said she smokes because it helps her ease herself in the bathroom. I'm like, okay. I had someone else saying she smokes because it helps her deal with problems better. Okay, now these are not true. Your mind is just rationalizing why you smoke. Now the next job of your conscious mind is your willpower. And I know you're probably like, ooh, willpower, huh? The willpower is not strong. It's not strong. What happens with the willpower is imagination will always beat it. Imagination will always, always, always beat it. So if you think about, oh, I haven't smoked, it's 12 p.m. right now and I gotta go smoke. And you start imagining that smoking, fun you're gonna get. Now imagination starts kicking in. Even though you don't want to quit, even though you don't want to smoke, that imagination will kick this out because it's saying, yeah, let's go smoke. It drives emotions. The subconscious mind also controls our emotions. So it pulls the emotion here, and the emotion is saying, I really don't want to smoke. But then you're thinking about smoking, you're thinking about cigarette, you're thinking about what you're going to miss. So then imagination kicks in, and that imagination pulls from the emotion aspect of it, right? And that defeats the purpose. So one trick that I'll share with you here about the willpower is use the 1 second approach. And it goes like this. You say, this very second, I know I want to go out and smoke. I know I want to go have fun smoking, but I choose not to because I know it's not healthy for me. I know it's affecting my health. I know my life is more important than just smoking. So this very second, I choose not to smoke. Make that declaration, say it with conviction. Once you say it, what happens is you start imagining yourself as a bigger person over the cigarette, and then that also pulls the emotion and that boosts your willpower. So the whatever emotion that you pull from here will either affect the willpower or is going to help the willpower get higher. So again, the mistake that most smokers do is they start imagining and I can't wait to go out and smoke. I'm stuck here. I need to relax. I need to calm myself. I can't wait to go smoke. And then they bring out a negative emotion, and the fact it affects their willpower. So the next time they try to quit, they say, yeah, but the last time we tried, we weren't successful. Let's just keep going. You don't have to give up. There is hope. The next job of the conscious mind is, are you ready? Your working memory. So the working memory, it works like this. It says, when was the last time we smoked? You say 2 hours ago. Okay. What was the feeling we had when we smoked? So then it says, let's remember. It felt good, the emotion. It says, okay, well, if we want to feel good, then we have to keep smoking. If we want to feel good and have a good day, we have to keep smoking because what? The willpower says it makes us feel great. Okay. Now the trick is, if you change from a negative imagination, such as remembering how you used to enjoy smoking, to nope, smoking is affecting my life, it's killing me, I don't need this, smoking is not good for me because my life is more important than smoking, then guess what? You have a positive emotion saying, yes, this very moment, we don't need the poison that is killing us. So then your working memory is saying, yo, when was the last time we smoked? Ew, smoking really affects us. It's not really helpful and it's killing us. We don't need this thing. It says, okay, then guess what? The willpower gets a bonus, right? So now the trick is the 1 second rule. You want to keep improving your self-esteem and your confidence second by second by second. Don't even worry about, or don't even imagine, can I really do without smoking in the next 2 weeks? No, you fail, because 2 weeks is such a long time. The mind is saying, what? 2 weeks? No! Right? Don't worry about thinking about 2 weeks or a year from now. Don't do that mistake. 1 second from now. This very second, I choose not to smoke. I feel awesome. My life is more important. This very second, play the 1 second rule. Let me give you one example. I had this guy come in. He smokes a pack a day. He said, dude, I've been smoking for 27 years. If you can help me quit, I'm going to kiss you. I'm like, okay, first of all, I'm married. He said, I'm just joking. I said, I know, right? So I literally told him the 1 second rule. The 1 second rule, which is, I said, dude, listen, you like smoking, right? He said, yes. I said, do you always anticipate to smoke? He said, yes. I said, don't do that. This very second, say, this very second, I am not thinking about cigarette. I'm thinking about my job. Think about what you want, which is your job. And when you have any craving, say, not this second. And he used the same technique, and for 14 days, he did not touch a cigarette. And he was like, whoa, I haven't smoked in 14 days. I said, yes. He said, that's crazy. Now, he stopped doing the technique. He started fantasizing about smoking. He broke the new habit. And then he smoked 2 cigarettes. He stepped out and was like, oh my God, what am I doing? He called me, said, dude, I am good for nothing. I'm not worthy. I'm horrible. I said, stop saying those things. Why? Because you went 14 days without smoking. Why wouldn't you celebrate that? Why wouldn't you give yourself a pat on the back? Why are you saying you're horrible? Just because you smoked 2 versus a pack a day? All that he did was went back to the same technique. This second, I'm not going to smoke. The funny thing is, if you do this for a day, 2 days, 3 days, a week, it becomes part of your working memory. It becomes an automatic process. You don't even have to think about it. You kill that habit naturally. And this technique, I've went on to teach a dozen more people. They've used the exact same technique and they've all become non-smokers. So you can do it. You can do it. Okay, so the last job of the conscious mind is to analyze things. So we have the mind that analyzes things, right? And again, it says, oh, why do we smoke? Well, we smoke to feel good. You buy the cigarette, you see the label saying, yo, from the surgeon, smoking affects your health. It's the #1 cause of cancer, whatever. You said, oh, yeah, I know, but I just smoke one. It helps me feel calm. So, yeah, whatever, I'm good. And this one says, yeah, oh, we feel so good when we smoke. This one says, okay, let's smoke. You analyze it, you keep smoking, and that's a cycle. You got to break the cycle by breaking this part, the enjoyment. Once you break it, you are solid. Once you break it, you are solid. So, what I'm going to do is, I have helped so many people done this, and I have come up with the best. Are you ready? The best tool that will help you change the triggers from your habits and all those things into a positive one. In this case, you don't think about smoking. Your mind behaves like a non-smoker, and once you behave like a non-smoker, your willpower, everything pulls in a positive emotion from here. Even when you imagine, oh, I miss smoking, it says, ew, no, smoking affects us from a subconscious level, not from a conscious level, because the subconscious mind controls the emotions and the habits. And once you can fantasize all you want, there'll be nothing that will let the willpower shrink, because every information you come out is saying, nope, we're good. We don't even think about it. So if we don't think about it, you wouldn't even end up imagining it. You wouldn't end up fantasizing it. And this I've been able to help all the handful of people that I've been able to help. So what I'm going to do is I've created the amazing MP3 that does just this. 2 MP3s actually. One talks about the triggers, the other one tackles just this. It reprograms you. And once you do it, instead of struggling and being part of the 80% that is struggling to quit smoking, all that you do is you literally kick it all out and you behave like a non-smoker. And you become happy and you smile and your life becomes amazing, and people will see you and be like, dude, you actually give up smoking that easy? You're awesome, and you become more attractive to people. So this is how I'm able to help. If you want it, I would say click the link, grab it, and I also share other techniques in it that will help you quit smoking today. Not tomorrow, not the next day, today. And it's going to be long lasting because we don't change it on a conscious level. That never works. It's never long lasting. Changes made here. So I'll see you on the inside. Have a good one. Bye.